Welcome back to another RxMuscle news update. I'm here with Lee Priest, and he just had a hole cut in his head, even though we already thought he had a hole in his head. And we're very worried about him, so we want to make sure that he's still, he didn't lose anything in that hole.
No,
you look like a real priest with that bandage.
It's almost in the right. It's almost in the right spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I had a black shirt on, I'd be looking pretty good.
You should have put a black shirt on. That would have been great. You would have really.
And they
been
said, "Oh, it might be hard for you to talk." Oh, not for fucking Lee. I come out fucking talking.
That's what I thought. I heard that because I had a friend who had that surgery, and he was like, he sounded like he was like, like a mafia guy or something like that.
Not
for a couple days.
I come out like Batman. I shouldn't do that. That does hurt when I do that. So I shouldn't do that.
I'm going to have you tell the process of what went on. But I text Lee, and I'm like, Lee, all right, we're going to do the show 4 o'clock tomorrow at my time, which is whatever his time, 8 a.m. in the morning. And he's like, you sent me this video. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the show. I had surgery on my neck. I'm like, you did? How come you didn't tell me? Because you tell me everything. And it was the last minute?
Yeah, because I went to see the doctor last Thursday, which would have been after our last show. And when I saw him, he goes, "How soon do you want it done?" I said, "How soon can you do it?" He goes, "Next Tuesday." I said, "Okay." He goes, "You want it done that soon?" I said, "Well, it's been fucking almost 6 years. So, yeah, I want to get it done."
Wow.
So he's like, "Yeah, we can do it." He just said what it was. I sent you those diagrams, how they cut your throat.
Oh, my God.
And then they put that big clamp in and open your neck up. And then they go in and do what they got to do and close you back up. So
did you look at that picture before they did the surgery or after they did the surgery?
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube because I said, I wish you could film this. This would be great.
My wife made me watch the shoulder replacement surgery before. I should never have watched it because I created the worst scenario in my head before I went into surgery.
As you're laying there in that room before they put you under, you know what's coming.
That's exactly it. You're like, wait, they're like, I'm like, can you make sure that I'm really asleep? I said, because sometimes I might be asleep and I'm really kind of still awake. They're like, don't worry, you're going to be asleep.
Mm-hmm. I can hear you still. Yeah. So I was doing the same thing. I was waiting out there going, do I really want this now? Because I got to see what's coming.
You're like, I'm kind of feeling really good right now. Do I really need to have my neck opened up right now? Maybe it's going to be worse when I wake up.
Well, that's the thing. They say, like, recovery is 5 to 6 weeks, but to know if it really worked is still just a matter of time, really, until they can tell whether the nerve's going to be good or not. So I think in 2 weeks I start physio and that, but, I was doing cardio yesterday on the bike and stuff.
Already? Wow. You don't miss a beat. Did they, when they went in there, what did they say they saw? Like, I mean, after the operation was over?
The C7 was crushed in that, so he had to put that thing in. It almost looks like it looks like this, actually.
Like a spacer almost, huh?
Almost just looks. Wish these cameras on here. Almost just looks like this, like a US, like that import.
Yeah.
It looks like that, but on top it's got these 2 spikes that go this way and 2 that go down that way, and then they shove it in. And then
is it like a spacer to make space for the nerve?
Similar, yeah, because it gives it an opening. He said if I didn't have the first operation that I had years ago, if I didn't have that first operation, he would have just done a disc replacement.
Oh,
here, let me show you here, Dave.
Oh, very, very formal. Except it's not really showing up too well because you got light behind you.
Hold on, let's see if I can. No.
Yeah, I can see a little bit.
Hold on, let me find it. Here's the piece here.
Yeah.
There, that metal thing. See it? That metal thing here.
So I didn't know you had surgery. When did you actually have surgery the first time?
Oh, that was after the car accident, about a month after the car accident.
And what did they do that first surgery?
They just shaved bone away. They went on the backside and cut bone away to try and make a channel for the nerve, but it didn't work. So for the last 5 years, I've been fighting those insurance companies where they say I'm faking it. And like I said, Dave, 2 operations. This is my chest here. This is my chest here. It's atrophied. The triceps gone. So this is what, look, when I put myself into my craft, my acting skills, I actually focus on losing half my muscle mass.
Yeah, of course. So
then I convinced the doctor that I need an operation just so he will go in there and cut me open just for the fun of it. It's like, I'm not one of these. I'm like a method actor, Dave. I really get into my role.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. You did a good job. You lost half your body, and you stopped competing. The thing you like to do the most. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, all for this pot of gold at the end.
Right, all this sham of a heist you put together in your head.
But I got a nice scar, but even the scar's not too bad. I sent you that picture because he sewed it. He did the scar, I forget how he said, he does it like on the inside, so it's pulled in, so there's no stitching on the outside, so when it's done, you won't really see it.
Will there be a fold of skin there? Because it looked like they folded it over a little bit.
Yeah, probably a little bit. Because of the tattoos and that, I don't think you'll notice it that bad.
I didn't notice it at all, though they may have to reline the tattoo up a little better.
The cross is a little off, yeah.
Yeah, but you're a little off anyway, so that probably fits your personality.
It suits me. It's hot in
going to be like
today.
He completely fixed his physique, but the tattoo, the symmetry on the tattoo in the front just wasn't good. We're gonna mark him down. He only gave him second place.
That's terrible. So what's been happening? I hear the Olympia is moving to Florida.
Yeah, they moved. Well, yeah, they moved it so far. It's going to Orlando.
Well, you did predict that a week or two before. I remember.
Thank you for validating that for me. Because when I say it myself, people say, "Oh, he's always,
No, I think it was it on the show with John or them or so a week or two ago. You said they're going to have to move it because Vegas is probably going into lockdown. You're talking about they're going to move it.
I texted someone high up, and I said I had heard. Well, I had heard some rumors, but I heard but my own instincts told me this, and I had texted someone and asked them if they were going to move it, and they said never.
Yeah.
And then things seem to have gotten better and opened up, and then eventually, they started getting bad again, and there's a lot of cases in Vegas. So Florida seems to be I'm shocked, but they seem to be the most liberal right now. And
I got some ideas here. If you got a pen, Dan Solomon and Jake Wood, take notes. This is how Lee Priest is going to help the Olympia. Ready? Take notes. Take notes. 1, I'm sick of seeing people complain about the pay-per-view. Always complain about the pay-per-view.
Right.
How hard is it, Dan Solomon, listen, or whoever's doing the fucking filming?
I don't think Dan's filming.
Well, whoever is, but Dan's probably hiring the people to do the filming.
Right,
Whoever's,
sure.
Is it Digital Muscle, Sean Gay Ray, whoever's fucking doing it, doesn't matter.
I think he's only commentating. I don't think Sean's working the camera either, but yeah.
Hearing his voice is fucking bad enough. So it's like, leave the camera, prejudging, right? This is prejudging. Let's say you call out Phil Heath, Brandon Curry, Bonac, and Winkler.
Okay.
Leave the fucking camera dead fucking center.
That's
agree.
It.
So we can see the comparisons. There's nothing worse when they go front double bicep and the fucking camera goes straight to fucking Phil Heath's abs. Back up the fucking Ruli's chest and then back down to someone's calves. And then the pose. Look, if you want to get fancy with the angles and move the camera around, that's good during the posing routine or pose down. But at the prejudging, leave the camera just steady. Don't have to fucking move it. Just fucking line it up.
I'm glad you said that. You're 100% right. Just center
how many times do you see it? They'll call for the bicep shot and the camera will go zoom in on the bicep. And by the time they've moved this far, relax. You know what the problem is? It's because they think they have to, the camera guys think they have to be creative. And really for prejudging, like you said, there's no creativity. It's just keep the angle straight. Just keep the guys in the frame. Right. It'd be like watching the fucking tennis match and the cameraman filmed the crowd while these are fucking having a volley back and forth. Like, what's the point? So nighttime showing routines. Look, and then next step, the fucking lighting. Look, I don't care who you have to get a hold of, Mike Naveau from Iron Man or whoever. This is the Olympia. Get the fucking lighting right. So we don't have to hear how the lighting was shit and someone looked bad, someone looked good. It's not hard. It's the Olympia production. That's another one. And third one.
Hold on. I'm still on the second one. Should they do what the Iron Man Pro used to do? Should they do an all black curtain for maybe prejudging?
Yes. Always all black. Always all black.
Maybe not for the night show, but I think for the prejudging it should be black.
Night show you can go whatever, even change the lighting colors if you want, because pretty much by the routine. Maybe at the night show when they go to the final pose down or where they're comparing the top 6 again. Yes, then go to the black curtain and just the lights. But then posing routines, the fucking pose down, just go fucking willy-nilly. Make it look fucking spectacular.
The pictures would come out great if they did that, right? Because I mean, that's the way to light.
And then also, I'm going to solve this problem too about people bitching about Romy getting the invite, someone getting the invite, not getting the invite. This year, because we've said it before, it was unprecedented times.
Right.
They should have just left it open and goes, look, because some people couldn't compete due to COVID. Some couldn't travel due to COVID. Some this, some that. Some shows got cancelled. What they should have just said was certain guys that have the points, yes, you're qualified. Other ones who competed, the ones who would like to go and are in shape, you can compete. You just got to pay your own way and accommodation. That way you get more people in it. It opens it up. It makes it a bit more fucking exciting because we've had people pull out now.
Right.
You know, this year is totally different to any other year due to fucking COVID and everything fucking changing around. So how hard would it be to just say, you know what, the fucking Olympia is open to anyone that's in good shape, or even give us fucking 20 names. Say there's 20 guys that want to do it and you're in shape. You got to pay your own way and hotel. We'll put those 20 names into a hat and we're going to pull an extra 5 out. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, look at that guy Peter Molnar, who just qualified for, who just turned pro. One is pro show, but you know he qualified for next year's Olympia. Why not invite him to the classic physique Olympia?
He should be in it straight away.
Yeah.
Why not? He's in shape. It'll give. He looks pretty good from those photos. I remember I was laughing when I was watching Chris put his glasses on, thinking, "Fuck, he looks like me doing that."
People, I don't know if Chris liked your impression of him though. I didn't ask him about it, but I don't know if he liked it.
People were commenting. I watched the comments and people go, all I can see is Lee Priest doing this every time Chris goes.
You know,
it's like I was watching myself, only not.
Yeah.
So that's it. Camera straight ahead for the prejudging. Nothing fancy, just fucking straight ahead.
Right.
Invite some more people. And look, I'm all over this, Dave. It's like,
and you're about lighting. Well, these are very good, Lee Priest. These are very good suggestions because you've been through this,
and I've been reborn. It's like I've seen the light.
There you go. No pun intended, of course. You know, but it's true. And you know what? You're not just a competitor. You are a fan of bodybuilding. You have to admit, because you look, you watch. I can't even believe you know everything that's going on. You're on top of things. You watch all the social media stuff.
Do you know how I watch it? The only reason I watch it is because I watch your show. I watch Fuad. I always get that wrong for some reason. Sorry, I'm not being rude, but I just one of those mental blocks. And I watch. I haven't really watched Nick's Strength for a while because it's just the same shit over and over. Then I watch your show with the Whack Pack, and then I watch with Chris Aceto. That pretty much covers it. Occasionally, someone goes, Lee, did you see this? Did you see that? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't watch those idiots. I wouldn't give them the time.
No, but you're a fan of the sport, and so you have, and you were a competitor on the Olympia stage, so you have very good insights.
Oh, Dave, that's going back many moons, Dave. That's going back with the wagon trains and the.
I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see you back on the stage again. Now I understand Is it true that you're selling your posing trunks?
Hey, I just found them today. My friend come over. We're going through some boxes. And we found all these old photo albums, and wouldn't you behold, I found like 3 bags of posing trunks, probably from every pro show I've done.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Anyone want
saved them all, huh? Did you wash them?
I'm sure they are. You always wash them because the can's hard to get out.
You're not going to get as much money then if you would have left them nasty.
I can put them on, whatever. I gotta say, I think there's one pair I wore in there that there's like a nice black. I think, remember CJ that used to make the posing trunks?
Yeah. She made all mine.
Yeah, she made mine in the Superman ones, but she made me a nice one in there. It's like black and this royal blue with this like speckly glitter in it.
I think I have the same ones.
I think I used them for the MD magazine. I know I can't sell them. I'm saving them for Steve, okay? I cannot sell them there.
He's got plenty of those, believe me.
I'm going to put them.
Old warehouses stacked with tons of magazines.
That's going in his Christmas stocking with a lump of coal. Yeah, so they're my idea. Also, too, I don't know why I've been seeing it and it's annoying me. I think you even mentioned it.
What?
In my sitting in the hospital state watching fucking you on the TV, which, you know, Dave, I'm there fucking in pain. My fucking throat's aching. I'm in pain. Watching you on the thing, I'm in fucking pain. It's like I wanted to gouge my eyes out with a spoon. But it's like I still watched, you know.
I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't make your pain worse.
I'm actually laying there thinking, if I die right now, how's Dave going to come up with this? You know how you always do that sad news, we've just lost somebody else. I'm actually visualizing how you would talk about me as dying. Would it be like a nice fucking long thing or just a short one? Hey, he's dead, fuck him, who cares? You know.
I'd probably say this is Dave Palumbo with an RxMuscle news update. It's sad. Exclusive update, yeah. It's with the sad, heavy heart that I have to report today that Lee Priest is no longer with us.
Loved and hated by all.
Yeah, hated by more than he loved, but I loved the guy.
But knowing Lee, I'm just not gonna sign off on this until tomorrow because the cunt's likely to come back. So.
He might be still alive. Yeah, he might not actually be dead. He could be resurrected.
Yeah, but what I was getting to was I'm going back now. See, I'm pretty good here. Good thing I'm not on painkillers. Was how everyone is bitching and complaining about Colin getting his fucking pro card. I've never seen people bitch and complain so much. Okay, it's probably not the best he's looked. He had injuries, he come back. But on the day of the show, he was the best to win his class.
That's what I said. Colin Van Moger, yeah.
It's like, I think you said too, I've said it before. He can't control who turns up. He goes to the show in the best shape he can be. If that's his best shape, and that's the best shape in the class, he wins it. He wins it. Yeah. These people bitching, if you could turn up in better shape, you should have fucking turned up and won the pro card.
There was no one in his class that was that good, really. I mean, he didn't win the overall, so I mean, I don't know what people are complaining about, you know.
I know, but they're like, oh, he won this. Like, well, he was the best there. Okay, the best mightn't have been the best. I know we've seen a lot of people look better, yes, but on that day, he was the best. These fucking keyboard warriors saying, "Oh, he shouldn't have got it." It's that I could have got a pro card. Then why didn't you turn up? And
right? Why didn't you do the show? No, they want him to look like They want him to look like the guy who could win the Olympia, but he didn't have to win the Olympia. He just had to win his class at the freaking show he was in, the Team Universe.
Exactly. Is he going to go to the Olympia, or is he going to wait till next year?
Well, he's not qualified for the Olympia, so.
Oh, so winning that didn't get you.
He just got a pro card. That's it. Yeah. Okay, that's why I don't know what anyone's complaining about. I have no idea what they're complaining about.
And the thing is, too, like you said, he's had his bicep torn twice. He had that knee fucking surgery. He
had his patella tendon torn. That's a serious injury. You know?
So really, for what? For that, he looks pretty good. So I don't know why.
It's been only a year, right?
It's like people. Jesus, it's like, and the ones that are saying it, I just, like I said, I click on their pictures, and God love them.
Oh, I know.
It's like, I've seen a couple that just look like him in the hospital ward beside me. But
you know
actually, I was in a private room, actually. I fucking love private rooms. And I got to say...
Well, that's because you're rich, Lee, and you probably used all that GoFundMe money, right?
I didn't, actually. I used my own money. I'm saving. That's meant to be for the stem cell and that. But the thing was, the operation... look, just so people don't get...
How come you're not on pain meds? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Do I need them, Dave? Look,
you're really not in any pain?
Yeah, I am, but I just ignore. I've had this pain for 5 years, so it doesn't bother me.
Oh, that's how I felt about my shoulders. People like, you didn't take pain meds? I'm like, I was in less pain after the surgery than I was before the surgery.
I'm actually scared that if I don't feel pain, I might think there's something wrong.
Right.
This is what it costs. This is just for the neck one. Or the anesthetist was this much, and
you have health. Don't you have health insurance?
Yeah, I pay $300 and something a month for health insurance, and
that's nothing.
And then I got the Medicare, which is Australia-wide. But the whole operation was $9,000. I think my private healthcare pays $2,000. So I'm still $2,000 out of pocket.
That's not bad.
No, $7,600 I'm out of pocket.
Oh, you are? Really? That is a lot, I guess. Well,
considering I fucking pay into a...
In the U.S., that operation would have cost you probably $70,000.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here, look, here it is. Here, these are all the, when they give you the numbers of what they're doing. This for fucking that.
Do you know that I'm gonna drive you. I'm gonna shock you. I have to get this cardiac angiogram, CT angiogram, where they do like a CT of your heart and check. I have this. I have this enlarged aorta. It's I have an aneurysm. This they check it once a year. They look at it. The test. That's only going to cost me $800 because I have I pay ridiculous insurance rates. The test is like $10,000, Lee. 10,000. Your surgery was less than the test is. The test takes like 5 minutes to do.
I think these insurance companies just rip off fucking places because here it is. Here, that's
the hospital that's charging that. The insurance company is the one paying for it.
The whole total is $9,067. Medicare and private insurance pay $2,515 out of pocket. Insurance. Out of pocket difference, $7,180. So please give to the children.
So you're actually behind now because I think your GoFundMe isn't that much, doesn't have that much in it.
The GoFundMe was $5,100, so I'm still.
All right, so you're still out of pocket.
It's not like I can eat a lot because of my throat. So
can you eat through the hole in your throat, or is it? They already closed that up?
No. No, they closed that up. So
that would be convenient for bodybuilders who can't eat. You should have left a little flap there. You could just open it up and like kind of pour protein shakes down there.
Imagine giving a blowy to Steve and the juice comes out.
That's not funny.
But it'd be like the worst thing is at night because you got to lay in bed, and the worst thing is because when you lay in bed, if you got like muscles in your back a bit, your head's always a bit crooked, so you got to put like a towel behind there and get my head rested, and then like this. But then if I lay because of that clip thing, I can still feel it. So if I put too much extension, I can't swallow properly because it
I'm
feels
surprised
like
they don't have you in some kind of like a stabilizer at night.
I read online they said you meant to get a neck brace, but I didn't get one. It's probably not included in my fees.
Yeah, but you see, that would have been another $5,000 probably. That stupid neck
I got
brace.
this pump. I got this pump up cushion one that I put around my neck and pump it up. I've been sleeping with that, but the worst thing is because you sleep like this, and it feels like you got something in the back of your throat. So you try and swallow, and then I took a sip the other night and almost had a coughing fit. So you know when you're having a coughing fit, but you try and not to cough, otherwise.
Oh yeah, it's even worse.
But then every like 2 hours I wake up and I'm like, oh, that's sore. But then because I've been laying fucked up.
Well, why don't you just take pain meds at night to go to bed? That would probably be helpful if you just took like something.
I think I might enjoy them too much again and just keep taking them.
Because you got addicted the last surgery, you said, right?
Yeah, because I was on. He had me on Endones, Oxycontin, and Valium, but I was going like an 80 milligram Oxycontin, then a 40 Endone, then back to a 60 fucking Oxycontin. And I got to the point where I just sat inside. I'm like, I should go outside. I'm like, no, I just turned the lights on. And I'll be like, how much food have I got? I can make another day before I go to the store. And I actually watched. I didn't realize how bad it was. You know how I go to Sam's Fitness and do those videos?
Yeah.
If you Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. It says Lee Priest on pain meds.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I think I do remember that when you did that.
I'm down at Sam's Fitness, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. It's like I'm fucking, what's his name? David Hasselhoff eating that hamburger that time. Blah, blah. That's how I sound like that, and I look like that. But the thing that's scary was I figured Sydney, where Sam is, that's like a 2.5 hour drive. I drove down there through traffic and home.
On pain meds.
In that state. I'm like, how the fuck did I get there and home?
You probably don't even remember.
I don't
the worst part of the pain meds, I'll tell you what it is. And they're liars because I've been on them for like 3 days and you still get withdrawal when you come off. Yeah. But the worst part, and the reason why I don't like to take them is because you get constipated. You can't take a poop. Yeah, and even with my really fibrilizer, it's impossible to take a poop.
I look like another X-ray too. There's that thing.
So I wouldn't take them for that reason. It's not worth it.
Oh yeah, that was really bad. And then also I watched. My mum looked up on it all the first time I had the operation. The Oxycontin are the worst, they reckon, for male testosterone. It just kills your testosterone, and if you're on them too long, it won't come back. And this doctor who was on them, he's done studies with men, and men that have been on them continuously for like pain management now have to go on testosterone therapy because the Oxycontins have totally destroyed their.
I didn't even know that. I wasn't aware of that. See, I learned something from you today.
just those words together, I learned something.
So what are you taking? What are you taking? Like Tylenol or something like that?
It's like Panadol, paracetamol.
Same thing?
Paracetamol,
yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, they do have ones that have a mild coating, but I didn't get those ones. You have to get them. You got to show ID now. You can't get it over the counter anymore in case you go make fucking crack with it or something.
The fact that you have a hole in your neck isn't enough of a validation that you really need these things.
I'll be like this.
You know, in New York, they have like these.
Hello, David. How are you? I'm very good, thank you.
In New York,
Yul Brynner, do not smoke.
Yeah, right. In New York, it's a triplicate script. You have to have like this special prescription from the doctor. They have to write it and everything like that. In Florida, they prescribe pain meds like it's like going out of style. It's no big deal.
All the old people down there. But the funny thing is, you figure New York, you got to jump through hoops. You could probably just walk down to the fucking local park and say, "Give me some crack." And
you could buy it. You could buy it illegally, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine I remember even back in the day. Well, not even that long ago, but even probably 10 years ago, I remember when like Oxycontin and that people would be selling them at the fucking gyms and shit for God knows $10, $20 a tablet.
You know what they go for? They go for $1 a milligram. So those 80 milligram ones you would take them would have been $80 a pill.
Hold on. Hello, doctor. Yes, I changed my mind. Can you write me out a couple of scripts?
You know, I would.
I got bills to pay.
Yeah. Lee, I was so naive to stuff about payments. When my grandmother passed away, I guess I must have been in my like maybe 21 or something like that, 22. My grandmother passes away, and we're cleaning out her apartment. You know, she had to go. She had cancer, and she had like all the pain meds for the cancer. You know, like morphine and oxys and stuff, and I didn't know what to do with the stuff. So my friend who helped me move all her furniture out,
he knew.
he knew. He was like, I'll take. I said, what do I do with it? He's like, I'll take them. I'll sell them or something like that. like a month later, I said, did you ever sell all those, things? He's like, no, I wound up taking them. My wife and I, we took them every night. We have 2 young kids. We take them to go to sleep.
They'll partying hard. But the thing is, too, that's a sad thing, because how many people, I think in America now, isn't like just Oxycontin and those type of things one of the highest addictive things that people get addicted to? Because, like you said, you're just taking them and you don't even realize you're getting addicted to it until you get the withdrawals when you go to fucking stop taking them, and you curl up, you get sick, you get the diarrhea, you're fucking laying back and forth and going, Well,
what people do, Lee, is they can't afford them anymore if they can't get a script. So what they do is they go to heroin. And then, of course, the problem with heroin is that they're cutting all the heroin nowadays with fentanyl. And fentanyl is like 20,000 times more potent. So people OD on the stuff. And there's been a lot of deaths because of that.
Are you saying I'm on a slippery slope right now, Dave, and this could be the turning point?
Well, luckily you didn't take it. Yeah, next thing you know, you're sticking a needle in your arm, and it's not steroids you're pumping in there.
Exactly, and I've never done that before, so I wouldn't want No, but it's been interesting. Like I said, it is sore, but I'm just putting up with it. It hurts. It's just got a bruised feeling, because as I said, they had to move all the shit either this way or that way. I don't know which way they moved it, but then if you do cough or do stuff and sleeping, but hey, it's like, there's people worse off, I say.
So what did they do in there? What was the final outcome? Like, did they?
Now, they said they fixed it. Fixed it. They did what they meant to do, but now it's just a waiting game. It's
right. But are you going to be able to train with what they did there? Or are you gonna like to pull a Ronnie Coleman and go to the gym and it breaks or the screws crack or something like that?
Well, I'm not going to go. Like I just found my rubber bands, because in 2 weeks I can start physio. Like, I feel like I could go do something, but I'm not going to, because I've done that shit before where you go, you know what, I don't feel too bad. Pick something up and, oh, fuck, there you go. So I'm going to let it, give it the time it needs, because I look at it this way. He got me in on Tuesday, he did it quick. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been done to probably February. So now that I'm done now, and if I start physio in 2 weeks, come February, I should be way past all that shit rather than starting February. Then rehab wouldn't be to fucking March, April. Shit like that. So
what are you going to know? Like what should you notice, like, to see if it's better? Like when, like at what point would you say, what did he tell you? Like, all right, you're going to start noticing, you're going to get more feeling in your fingers or something like, I mean, how does that work?
Yes, mate. I haven't got as much pins and needles in my fingers. That's a good thing.
Oh, already, so you already feel better. That's good.
And he says my ejaculation should go at least another foot or something. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it might be hard. Might be hard to use that arm. Yeah, but I was getting pins and needles here, but I still get them a little bit, but not as bad. But the main thing would be the tricep when it starts, because even flexing the tricep was really hard. Like I couldn't really put, you could flex it, but it was never hard.
Yeah.
So it's just one of the things. I think nerves grow like a millimeter a month. So now that it's untrapped, now I just have to give it time to do its thing, I guess, and
regenerate. Right.
Yeah, I'll probably look into whatever I can to help it, whether there's some sort of peptides and stuff. People have been writing to me saying, Lee, take this fucking 6K N21 R2D2 C3PO fucking Chewbacca fucking.
I would think straight growth hormone would probably be the best thing for that.
But growth hormone in Australia, like you're looking at, if you can get the good stuff here, you're looking at probably 70 to 100 IUs for $800-900.
Wow.
And it's like, so that's why
maybe your insurance will cover it.
The money people for not my cars.
Get your doctor to prescribe it for you.
I still think you got to jump through hoops. Even to get testosterone here, you got to go to endocrinologists. They'll test you, and then you got to go back in a month's time. They'll test again. If your testosterone's gone up a little bit, you're not getting any.
Really?
So it's but yet women can go and get any type of hormones they want. It's like you know.
They're women, that's why.
Actually, I'm going to start making my own, Dave, because actually the best way to make a hormone?
I know the joke. Ahead, give us the punchline.
Well, there's 2 punchlines. Which one would you like?
Hormone.
Either don't pay her or kick her in the cunt.
That's definitely an Aussie joke, though.
Yeah, but so I'm just gonna see what happens, because everyone was saying before, get the stem cell, but I was telling people there's no use going to get stem cell. I can't get stem cell if the nerve's still crushed. What's the point of getting stem cell? Because the nerve's crushed. Now that the nerve has been freed, now it might start doing its thing, and now would be the time to start putting in all these wonderful. I just saw a thing on Instagram, Mr. Protein's cookies. I think they help them out. I heard.
I'll tell Mr. G to send you some cookies. Now, what's this thing with the? Why don't you do some deep water, ocean water? therapy. I see
Yes,
your
I've got
advertising.
that. I've got that. Yes, I've got that.
What's
And I've got,
that?
oh, it's full of magnesium stuff and everything. They've done studies. I'll send you the studies on it all.
Yeah.
And I've got this here too, to relieves muscle aches, cramping, soreness, long-lasting relief. This is the Lee Priest muscle spray. Not that it can get on me because I'm fucking...
You better spray it all over your neck. That's what you really need.
I know. I tested it out the other day when the wife was in the house. I sprayed it all over because it says it gets rid of nagging pains, but she was still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it works too well.
Here's your the surgery that they did on your neck.
Yeah,
right
there it is. That's where they did the old cut, and then it almost looks like they're doing some sort of gynecology thing in my neck.
Yeah. Yeah, you look like you have a vagina on your neck now.
Yeah, and when you see the bracket, because I was laying beside the table, it's on the table where they like put it in and they clamp it in.
Was it laying there like before they put you out? Were you seeing it? Like,
yeah. Oh. I saw it like a scene from Final Destination where what could go wrong? Right.
I'm surprised you didn't have them film the whole thing so that you could watch it later.
I asked one guy, could you take photos? He's like, oh, I don't think we can do that because it would be good for fans to see, wouldn't it? It would have been. Why not? Even just because I'd like to see it actually laying there while it's open, seeing your spine through the hole.
It's pretty amazing that they could go through the front to get to all that, right?
Imagine like ripping in and just grabbing your spine and pulling it out like Predator.
It really is amazing that what they can do. The technology.
The good thing was though, I got to the hospital at 5 a.m. So I was in surgery by 8 a.m. So the good thing was, I was in there. I was the first one in, so I didn't have to worry about him being tired at the end of the day. Going, oh. The good news is, Lee, we fixed your neck, but you can't walk anymore.
Yeah, right. We paralyzed you.
Yeah. Well, hey, guess what? You can skip leg day.
Yeah, there you go.
But then I did say to my mother, she goes, Lee, don't say that. That's a terrible thing to say. I said, Mum, the cup is half full. Imagine that new pair of shoes you got me for my birthday. That will last me forever. It's not like I can wear the shoes out, is it, if I'm in a wheelchair? I said, the only thing that will happen is you'll have to keep an eye on me, though, because if I am sort of wheeling down the road like this and my foot slips off, I could fucking, drag it out and destroy the shoe that way. So she has to keep an eye on me because I figure shoes will last me forever. So don't send me jokes sending me shoes, people, because... but I always figured that. I had here's a funny story, because I've had 2 relatives die while being under.
Oh, really?
So
That's scary.
Comes in threes. Here I go. See you all later.
Right.
I was going to go live while I was getting done and just tell you all to fuck off before I died. But my great-great-grandmother, she had that, it's a funny, my mum knows what it is, but there's this disease where, like, even if you get a slight breeze, it's got to do with all the nerve endings. Mm-hmm. And even just a slight breeze is, like, painful, like, on your skin. It's like just a slight breeze or anything touching you.
Is it like Raynaud's syndrome?
It is some syndrome, yeah, but it's like just the slightest big thing is just like they reckon it's the most painful thing. So she goes in for this operation, and no word of a lie, my grandfather used to tell me, and my mother used to tell me that the doctor come out, no word of a lie, he goes, good news, the operation was a success, but she passed away.
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? They really told you that?
Yeah, that's what exact words. Now, that's almost like that joke where you hear, do you want to hear...
What did she have done? It was so successful.
They fixed those nerves in her face.
Oh, great. They killed her.
But she died. That's what he said. Yeah, the operation was a success, but we lost her. And then my grandfather, who got me into training and that, he had like just, little skin cancers, melanoma type things. He was like mid-80s. He's just one of those, I'll go get it cut off just to be safe. So he goes in for day surgery. They put him under. While he's under with the oxygen on, the nurse turned his oxygen off and he had a heart attack.
Oh, my God.
So they revive him, get him back, put him in the room, put him back on the oxygen. The same nurse goes into the room and takes his oxygen and he has another fucking heart attack.
What?
So from that point on, they couldn't save him. I'll have to find you the letter. You love this letter. So my mum wrote to the hospital, because here in Australia, we don't have malpractice, or you can't do any of that shit.
They're allowed to kill you here.
There's no malpractice here. So she gets this letter. I have to find you this letter, and it states something like, I'm very sorry about blah, blah, blah. We're very sorry about what happened to your father. That's my mum's dad, my grandfather. But since this now, we have taken these steps, blah, 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 to make sure this never happens again.
Did they send you like a lollipop, like as a consolation? But we've put this special hospital lollipop in here. Please give this to his daughter.
Yeah, so I'll have to find you this letter. Yeah, this nice apologetic letter saying how they're going to change the way they do things. Yeah.
Shit,
so the same nurse turned the oxygen off twice for him. Like, the thing was, he was healthy, but he'd grown up through those years where he used to work in one of those factories where they make all the bricks and all that sort of stuff. So he had like a lot of dust in his lungs, but he still like go to the gym every day. But I guess while you're under, you can't breathe properly. Yeah. So pretty much after that, the second time they just pumped him full of morphine for a week or two and stopped feeding him, and he passed away. Yeah, but at least they sent a nice letter. So
it's great. It's real great.
I figured I would have been number 3 here.
I'm glad you weren't, but there's still plenty of future surgeries that they could kill you on. So.
Oh, Dave, I just can't keep starting GoFundMes for everything now.
Now, what's with this? I see you put a picture up of your daughter. This one.
Oh yeah, I had the Lee Priest Classic was on last weekend.
Oh, that was last weekend. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Did you see the guy that won? Go to
Do you have it on your page?
No, Nabber Australia on Instagram. He's got a sword. He's got the Conan sword. He looked really good condition. We had like 40 odd competitors, which is a small show because we only had 2 states that could come because everyone closed their gyms down with COVID and people couldn't travel. And if you did travel to the show, you had to go in quarantine for 2 weeks. But we had every class got sunglasses, S-Force watches. Well, we gave away. Go to Nabber Australia.
All right. Is this the guy who won?
He's got a really nice picture with a sword. No,
that's not the one.
He won. I think he won the classic, that guy or something.
Hold on.
That guy there, is it? No, go up. I haven't got my glasses on, Dave. I haven't got my glasses. No, that's not him.
Who are these guys?
That could be the guy there. Yeah, she won the overall women, and that's him. But there's a better picture of him where he's got the sword and that.
How come half of Australia you can't even leave your house and you're having bodybuilding shows there? How'd you pull that off?
I'm Lee Priest. I as Prime Minister of this country.
So your daughter was in the show?
That's the girl there that won.
Oh, okay.
She's got 4 kids too. Looks good, doesn't she?
Yeah, very good.
4 children.
Who's this?
My daughter was there handing out trophies.
Oh, handing trophies. Okay. Well, here's the bikini winner.
There was a couple of bikini class.
Now, you actually did something at the show. Or are you just like a ceremonial champ?
Dave,
chairman,
fucking president of NABBA Australia.
I know, but do you actually do anything?
Yeah, I go on stage and just tell people, listen, I know. I said, I know you're surprised I'm president. When this job came up for an opening and I put my hand up, I said, trust me, like Trump, I'm surprised.
I was going to say you're like Trump. I don't think Trump ever wanted to win either. You know?
I'm surprised I got the job myself, but I did hand it over. My good friend Thomas Massey, who was the vice president, I handed over to him because I just got on the mic and said, listen, people, I'm too fucking un-PC for this fucking job.
Oh, so you're no longer president? Is that what you're telling me? I don't see the picture you're talking about, but is this the watch you gave out?
We had like all different ones. Yes, S-Force gave us like 10 watches.
That's nice.
If you go up to their story, it could be in their story. Or the guy, where's that girl? Go to the girl again.
All right,
who won the overall? Oh, that hurt to swallow. That girl. We had the 3 pictures of her. The nice picture you put up, there was 3 of them together. That one. No, go to the other end. Yeah, that one. Click on that guy's name who did the photography. Something. That is his name there, the guy that did the photography.
The posing coach?
No, something Rapetti. Daniel Rapetti, is it?
I don't know.
That's right there. So she would have tagged him in it for sure. Daniel Rapetti.
She didn't tag him. She's not giving credit where credit's due.
Well, she would have tagged him.
Anyway, so it was a success. Well, I'm glad you got to spend some time with your daughter. That's good.
Yes, it was very good. And we had Schick weightlifting belts and gloves and that.
Oh, wow. So you got everyone.
They sent a whole heap of stuff over to give away. Great. We had protein.
How many competitors did you have?
I think it was like 45.
Okay.
That's only a small show. We had
It's pretty good for COVID times, No one could even train.
We had like 350 to 400 in the audience.
Oh, right.
So it wasn't bad. So because we were only allowed we had another venue, but they said we could only have 200 or more. So when we moved to this one, They said like 350, and so we probably went a little bit over.
Right.
And then, but it was cool because it was all spaced out. So there was a nice auditorium, and we had the swords, and then we had the giveaways. Oh, Ace Optics, they like a really good sunglass company. They gave out sunglasses to the value of $300 each to all the winners as well.
Yeah, so you
and I had the big Lee Priest medallion medals for first, second, and third, and then the other Lee Priest medallion medal for everyone that competed got a medal as well.
Right.
And then backstage, the most important thing, there was pizza and donuts and chocolates for all the competitors. Guess where Lee was? I'll let you know.
I'm sure there was Kentucky Fried Chicken back there too.
No, just the Krispy Kreme donuts. I had to keep the competitors away because I was thinking about their health. I had to, and that was on the weekend. Yeah, that was on the weekend, and then I come home, and then on the next day I went to the hospital.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, at least if you would have died, you would have died a happy man. Now, let me ask you a question. We're running out of time. It's very late here in New York, but I wanted to get the show done because you actually were in a good mood, and we got to Miss Iron Rage this week, so I figured we'd do a little update with you. I want to ask you one more.
Upset too. People were upset. Liam.
Very upset. I know. Very.
Why
upset.
haven't you done Iron Rage? Because I was in hospital, you dickhead. Sorry. Forgive me.